Jessica was a young girl everyone in the house feared more than they loved. She was sharp-tongued, impatient, and careless with emotions. Words left her mouth without thought, and once spoken, she never took them. She believed honesty meant rudeness, and confidence meant control. A house always on edge. Jessica lived with her parents in a quiet neighborhood where Christmas was usually a time of peace, but peace never stayed long around Jessica. She snapped at her father, mocked her younger cousins, spoke to her mother like she was a servant. Her mother, Alina, tried everything: advice, patience, silence. Nothing worked. On Christmas morning, Alina woke early to bake a special cake. She asked gently, "Jessica, please be careful today. Guests are coming." Jessica rolled her eyes. "I know what I'm doing." Alina warned her again, calmly. Anger ruins celebrations faster than mistakes. Jessica laughed. While Alina was away preparing decorations, Jessica took control of the cake. She ignored instructions, added random ingredients, left the oven unattended. When the guests arrived, the cake was served proudly. One by-tan silence filled the room. The cake was burnt, bitter, and ruined. Embarrassment spread. Alina whispered, "It's okay, mistakes happen." Jessica snapped loudly, "Then you should have done it yourself. Stop blaming me." The room froze. Guests exchanged looks. Elena's face fell not from embarrassment, but from heartbreak. That night, after everyone left, Alina spoke firmly, "Jessica, your behavior will cost you one day." Jessica laughed again. "I don't need anyone." Alina didn't reply. She simply said, "One day. Life will teach you what I couldn't." And that was the night the lesson began. After the Christmas disaster, the house no longer felt festive. The broken cake sat in the trash, like a symbol of something deeper: broken respect. Jessica stormed into her room after yelling at her mother, slamming the door so hard the walls shook. Her mother, Elaine, stood alone in the kitchen, staring at the mess with tired eyes. For years, she had excused Jessica's behavior. "She's young. She's emotional. She'll change." But that Christmas day, something inside Elaine finally cracked. Elaine cleaned the kitchen quietly. No shouting, no lectures. Jessica expected punishment. Instead, she got silence, and that silence felt strange, uncomfortable. Jessica told herself she had done nothing wrong. "They deserved it," she muttered. "Everyone always tells me what to do." She scrolled through her phone, laughing at videos, ignoring the tension in the house. She believed people would forget. They always did. But things started changing. Elaine stopped fixing Jessica's favorite meals, stopped cleaning her room, stopped covering for her mistakes. When Jessica demanded, "Where's my dinner?" Elaine replied calmly, "You can cook." Jessica laughed. "You're being dramatic." Elaine didn't argue. Jessica's behavior wasn't limited to home. At school and among relatives, her rudeness followed her. This time, people didn't stay quiet. A teacher warned her. A friend distanced herself. An aunt openly said, "Your attitude is ugly." Jessica scoffed. "They're jealous," she said. But slowly, invitations stopped coming. At a family gathering, Jessica mocked her mother in front of everyone. Elaine didn't defend herself. Instead, she said one sentence: "I've tried correcting her. Now life will." The room went silent. Jessica felt heat rise to her face. For the first time, her behavior wasn't protected. Elaine wasn't planning revenge with anger. She planned it with reality. She decided to let Jessica face the consequences of her own actions without rescue, without excuses. And Jessica had no idea what was coming next. After Christmas, something changed, not in Jessica, but in the people around her. For the first time in her life, Jessica's mother stopped cleaning up her messes. When neighbors complained, her mother didn't defend her. When relatives criticized her behavior, her mother stayed quiet. When teachers called home, her mother said only one sentence: she must face the result of her actions. Jessica didn't notice at first. She was used to shouting and still being forgiven at school. Jessica's behavior worsened. She talked back to teachers, mocked classmates, refused to apologize. One day, after insulting a classmate in front of everyone, she was sent to the principal's office. This time, her mother didn't rush in. Jessica was suspended, standing alone outside the school gate. She felt something unfamiliar, fear at home. Her mother didn't scold her, no shouting, no punishment, just distance. Dinner was served quietly. Conversations were short. Eye contact was avoided. Jessica snapped one evening. "Why are you acting like this? Say something." Her mother replied calmly, "I already said everything. You never listened." Those words hit harder than any slap. Jessica soon realized she was being avoided. Friends stopped inviting her. Messages went unanswered. Laughter faded when she entered rooms. Her rude words, once ignored, were now remembered. People were tired, and for the first time, Jessica felt alone. One night, Jessica stood in front of the mirror. She remembered the cake ruined, the insults thrown, the advice mocked. And suddenly a terrifying thought crossed her mind. What if I am the problem? She sat on the bed and cried, not out of anger, but confusion. No one was fighting her anymore. They were simply walking away. Jessica finally understood something important. Power doesn't come from being loud. Respect doesn't come from fear. And cruelty doesn't make you strong. But it was too late to undo everything instantly. Now, she had to face the hardest task of all. Her mother didn't shout. She didn't punish. She didn't argue. She simply stopped fixing things for Jessica. No excuses to relatives. No defending rude behavior. No cleaning up emotional messes. That silence was heavier than anger. Jessica felt it everywhere. Over the next few days, people treated Jessica differently. Neighbors avoided her. Friends didn't invite her. Relatives spoke politely but distantly. For the first time, Jessica felt excluded, the same way she had made others feel. One evening, her mother finally spoke. "I warned you," she said calmly, "not to control but to protect you." Jessica snapped at first, but then her mother asked one simple question. "Do you remember the last time someone enjoyed being around you?" Jessica had no answer. That silence broke her. Jessica locked herself in the bathroom and cried. Not because of punishment, not because of embarrassment, but because she finally understood. Her behavior wasn't strength. It was loneliness in disguise. Jessica apologized, not dramatically, not for attention, but sincerely. To her mother, to relatives, to herself. Change didn't happen overnight, but effort did. Next Christmas, Jessica baked again. This time, she listened. She asked for help. She laughed when mistakes happened. The cake wasn't perfect, but the room was warm. The greatest revenge isn't punishment, it's letting someone face the results of who they've chosen to be.